Well, they are showing skin to raise money for injured veterans. I want you to meet these American heroes with a heart of gold and apparently bodies of steel. Ladies, this is for you. Look at this. Fair and Balanced. How many times have you seen this video of Pamela Anderson or Paris Hilton? I might have shown it once or twice on the show. Well, sorry guys, but we thought we would be fair and balanced and give our female viewers a treat, and in fact all patriots a treat. And here it is. It's an organization called Freedom Is Not Free, put together a calendar of these elite Marines to help raise money and awareness for injured soldiers and their families. With us now, some stars of that calendar, incredible patriots all. The cover model and Mr. June, Sergeant Rudy Reyes, Mr. November, Sergeant Michael Saucier, and Mr. August, Corporal Bradley Smith, and one of their brothers they are doing all of this for, Sergeant Eddie Wright, who lost both of his hands when he was struck by a rocket-propelled grenade in Fallujah. Welcome, all of you. Heroes all.
Welcome, Neil. Thank you.
Did any of you want to hit O'Reilly when he was here? Could you have? Or no. What do you think of your buddies?
Well, you know, these are my brothers, not just my buddies. And it's great that they did this for the wounded veterans, and I love being a part of it. You know, it's a way for me to give back to a community, you know, that's done so much for myself.
Sergeant, what happened? How did this happen?
On April 7, 2004, I was struck by a rocket-propelled grenade during an ambush in Fallujah, Iraq. And my brothers here, and my brothers that aren't here, are responsible for saving my life, you know. And we, you know, had a great victory that day, killing 27 of the enemy when all of us should have been killed. But thanks to our great training and our, you know, our hardcore Marine ethic and our brotherhood, there's no way we were going down without a fight. And we took the fight to the enemy that day, and we did a great job. And these guys are awesome Marines.
So how did we go from that heroic move to a calendar?
Well, first of all, Saucier and myself, we finished our tour of duty with our honor clean and did some incredible operations to try to secure and stabilize that area. And you know, we were always thinking about Eddie. Eddie's really close to our hearts and our minds. When we got out of the Marine Corps, these are our families, our brothers, and so we still talk and train and see each other. And but then we have to go in different ways, make a living. You know, some guys go to school. I had to take care of my mortgage, so I got into training, coaching boxing, teaching people to lift weights and get fit. And I started teaching Jeannie Hammerslag, and she's affiliated with Freedom Is Not Free, which is a non-for-profit organization. Its whole mission is to generate money and awareness to help wounded veterans.
So she came up with the calendar,
absolutely.
Right?
She,
and then you guys all say, how did we pick all these guys out? How did you get up?
Well, I heard it was focus groups. I heard it was focus groups, right? But basically it was, I think, Jeannie and all of her lady friends getting together.
So you had to choose. You had to choose.
Tough job.
So the ones who didn't make the cut, how did they feel?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably not too good.
When they told you guys, hey, you made the calendar and all, what did you think?
Oh, it was just a big idea for everybody to have some type of thing that we can get some money raised and kind of awareness of what's going on. There's a lot of guys that need help, and they're just kind of backed up with things going through the VA and stuff like that, and this is just an opportunity for all of us to kind of pull together, whether your opinion is one way or the other on the war.
Yeah.
It helps out the troops.
Is it tougher now that sentiment on the war is much more sharply divided to pitch that?
Well, I don't think so. I think we all feel really good about being able to help out, you know, especially with our brothers. And if any support that we can get from anyone with this calendar will be much appreciated.
Yeah. Is there an overlap with like Wounded Warriors Project and some of those? It all goes to the same group or
Absolutely.
No? Yeah.
Neil, if I could tell you, since we've been here in New York City in the last 2 days, the response has been overwhelming. Citizens all across the city, all the media people that we've been working with, it's been overwhelmingly positive, and we couldn't ask for more support. And I think Jeannie's husband, Steve Hammerslag, mentioned this to us earlier. Underlying in this country, I think 99.9% of our citizens support the guys on the ground. They're laying it all on the line. It gets convoluted with politics and semantics, but the bottom line.
I think you're right, that most Americans overwhelmingly love you guys. But does it bother you, and particularly, Sergeant, in your case, you were pretty badly banged up there. Does it bother you now that there's great divisiveness on the war?
No, it doesn't. You know, I have the unique perspective, like the rest of my brothers here, of having been over there and seeing it firsthand what's going on.
Is it
And,
better than the way it's being portrayed in the media?
Well, you know, it all depends on which side or which part of it you look at. And I think that what we're doing over there is a great thing. And, you know, but my opinion is my opinion. And that's what makes this country great. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Does it get soldiers down, guys? It's open to anyone. When you hear the reporting here that makes it seem like Iraq's embroiled in civil war, things are awful.
Corporal Smith was just over there recently. This young man, 21 years old, he's done 2 tours in Iraq, 21 years old. And he was the last one there fighting. So
Things have definitely changed. You know, the facilities there, the Chow Hall, you know, all kinds of facilities to help boost troops' morale has definitely improved. And the facilities there are much better. So we have a lot more support from all ends.
So when
now.
you see the coverage that said it's a disaster or it's just now total bedlam, it's not that bad?
Well, if you get 10 seconds of an entire couple of years of war, it's, you know, you can kind of look at it any way you want, but just in general, we all have our own perspective because every one of us saw it at a small particular portion.
Yeah.
And what we're just trying to do is look at it from the state side, what we can do here as a country
Okay.
to just support what's going on with it. And
Thank you. You're all terrific. We appreciate what you're doing, and we never forget a day that you make it possible for me just to read that prompter,
Well,
which I'm going to do right now. We'll have more to this.